Welcome to episode I choose 40 of Grown and Opinionated. I guess I'm Papoose. Nah.
We Remy and Pat today.
Yeah, so you can call me Pat for short because that special was everything. Yeah. We were talking about it on TV Addict last night. It was
definitely some good black love.
Yes, girl. I keep saying I laughed, I cried. It was just everything for me.
Yeah, it's just like you could just see they really love each other. Like, and it's a real relationship. It's not one of those TV relationships. It's like you just see the realness, how they act, whether they on or off screen.
I was saying that. I always say to people, like, you could tell when two people are actually in love just by the look. Mm-hmm. And Oprah called it, she like, it's an energy. And she said, she described it, she was like, I went to somebody's wedding. And they were on the show. She was talking to, she was like, I didn't feel the love at your wedding. And the person was like, well, I wish you would have told me that. And she like, it is something you can feel. And then even if you could feel that on TV, because mm-hmm. you constantly felt that energy of them, that they are truly, truly in love. Mm-hmm. And he just gets her and breaks her down because Remy is gangster until Pat comes. And she be like, you like, oh, he got you, Remy. He got you. And when he hit her with the, are you dumb? I said, oh my God, you gonna do it? That show was
and you could just see he loved her mother.
Yeah.
Like, he loved her mother. He like, it seemed like, I'm not gonna say he loved her more than her, but like you could, like he loves her mother.
But you want somebody like that because then you know that the respect there, the love there, and then that also shows, like, to me, I would say a lot of the way that he acts shows how he was raised. Mm-hmm. Because it's no way he was raised in some broken home mm-hmm. with no love. I'm not saying he had a mother and a father. I'm just saying that there was love in that home. Yeah. He was raised properly because he shows that all mm-hmm. the time. Mm-hmm.
He showed it with his kids.
Kids, yes.
Like, even though once, but...
Shut up. I won't acknowledge it. I won't.
But there was just one daughter that I didn't care for. I'm not going to say I don't care for her, but she was acting too much.
The rapper.
Yeah, she was just acting too much. It was just like, come on. You know you on TV and you acting like it. Like, just act yourself. Like...
And we were talking about that on TV Addict, and she made the same comment about the son that I guess you were going is that reality TV is good when people are being themselves mm-hmm. and acting natural. We don't need to see the fakeness. Exactly. When she opened up that Pac-Man machine and he spit that rap, that's real. Mm-hmm. And that was, I was just sitting there like, tears just dry. I'm like, whatever. I'm going to just keep wiping these tears. Or when the mother is telling her, like, make the damn macaroni and cheese.
Just bring the macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
Tell your mother to make it.
That's good. Like, those type of things make for good TV because mm-hmm. it's natural. When you have somebody like, horses, I saw, like, it doesn't, it's like, and then you see the sisters over there and she's like really shy. And I was more interested in her than I was the girl that was talking. I was like, what's her story? What is she into? Because she's just sitting there and she's like,
okay.
Yeah.
I did do this round. Like, she was like, no, you're fine. Now that part Remy was acting on. Like, I didn't like that part.
What?
When she told her sister, you're done. No, you're done. You're off the team. Like, I didn't like that part.
I think she was real.
No, it's the way she was saying. Like, she was real with, like, yeah, you off the team. Like, you ain't doing what I told you to do.
It seemed like which I'm sure you can relate to, it seemed like she's a control freak.
Yeah.
She likes everything.
Relate, but go ahead. Right. Next.
She likes everything done a certain way, her way, and she's like, listen, either it's done you do it exactly the way I would do it, or I'll just do it.
What's wrong with that?
Exactly, but you can't relate. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that is that, other people have other ways of doing things.
Yeah, but it don't look right.
How you know how it's gonna look?
Cause it's not the. I want to go that far.
But that's why I say you and her you could probably relate to her because she is like, listen, either do it exactly the way I would have done it, or get out of my way and let me do it. And she even said that on she was on Breakfast Club, and she was like, the kids put a hole in the wall, and that Pep got some guy. She called him a crackhead. To fix it, he was like, a guy from the hood. I help out. I get a work. And she was like, you should have seen this, man. And she was like, she went. She said, I got the sheetrock. I got my belt. I got the stack. And she was like, I did it all myself. And it was, and she's like that. Like, I can see you doing that too. Like,
I wouldn't do that myself, but I would probably get somebody else that know how to do it better and make it look better.
I'm just shaking my head. I tell you, sometimes my husband do stuff and you like, what the, oh my God. This is a perfect example. He went shopping. I told him to go buy my son long sleeve shirts for school, the uniform. Don't buy my daughter shit. Please don't. He comes back, and I bought Mama some clothes. And it's these turtlenecks with ruffles on the turtleneck part, and then ruffles around the arm sleeve. With leggings to go with them. I'm like, what the fuck is this? So he put this shit on my daughter yesterday, and she come. I'm like, what the fuck? But I didn't say anything. I don't do it. It's like when he pulled them out, I was like, oh, I really don't like turtlenecks because I don't like to wear them. And
I like turtlenecks.
Yeah, but that's how I put it. Like, oh, I don't like the way that shit around my neck. Listen, I don't want nothing around my neck. Nobody hands, no turtlenecks. It made me think of getting choked. Nope, no.
I can't. See what she been through.
No. So, and she comes with this turtleneck with the ruffles and a pair of tights, the leggings. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what the fuck does she?
Well, you said you was Dominican.
The Dominicans wear, I don't even think Dominicans own winter clothes. I think they just keep some. Yo, this shit gotta be true. Because you know how it be winter time and then you might get one nice day like towards the end of winter and it'll go up to like 65.
But you still have on winter clothes because you like everything else packed up.
Yeah, but they'll have their summer shit right on like... Yeah, I got you. Like, how do you get that shit out?
They may wear it around the house because they keep their house on like 110.
Oh my God!
They may keep that wear it around the house. So like, oh, it's nice. I can wear what I wear in the house.
Yeah, because they had that shit ready too. I be like, I gotta go dig it out the basement. I gotta go do this. They just had their shit ready. What temperature do you keep your house on? Why are we talking about that?
When if it gets start getting cold, I go up to 75. No more than 75. More than 75, it's just burning up. It's just project heat at that point.
So I keep mine like at 65 to 68.
I be freezing.
Put clothes on.
No, it goes down to 60 when it's time for bed.
Yeah.
Bedtime is down to 60.
At bedtime, it goes lower, but during the day, if it's only me home or if nobody home, I set it up that it goes all the way down to 45, so it just turns off when nobody's there. Unless if I'm home,
the lowest I go is 60.
If I'm home, I might cut it up to like 55, 60, but then I put on a hoodie, I do whatever.
Yeah, I don't want to, if I'm in the house, I don't want to be bundled up like that. I want to be in my pajama pants and nightgown or a t-shirt and pajama pants.
I tell them, go get a sweater. Only thing now with the little kids is kind of hard because the little one is potty training, so she doesn't like to wear anything on the bottom. And then once in a while, I'll be like, you gotta cut the heat up. I told my husband one day, I'm like, you could cut it up to like 71, 72, but that's it. They're gonna have to put on clothes. Like,
yeah, no.
But I was asking a question. I was watching People's Court, and apparently the law in Connecticut is that the temperature has to be at 65. The landlord has to maintain that temperature. Mm-hmm. So the lady was suing him, saying like, the landlord, you didn't put heat on, and she like, but in the state of, she said it out her mouth, in the state of the Connecticut, the temperature has to be at 65. Mm-hmm. And as Section 8 came out, they tested it, it was at 65. So they like, well, what the fuck did he do wrong? She like, but it was really cold.
Yeah, because why is that the state law that he only has to be at 65? If the temperature dropped to below 0 and you just got it on 65, it's cold.
Well, you just have to maintain 65 in the house.
Oh, so if it could go up. Oh yeah, because you know how you had the two temperatures on your thermostat. It'll be like what you have it at and what the house is actually at.
So you only need to keep it at 65, which that's what I usually aim for. And then maybe in the morning while we're showering, I'll get them to 68.
Yeah.
I'll get them.
Yeah, the temperature of the house is usually like, when I look at it, if it's on 70 and I'm like, oh, it's cold, my thing will only say 60.
Oh, okay.
So then when I put it up to 675, it'll go up to like 65 or something like that. The temperature.
Oh, that's what I mean. When I say the temperature, I mean the temperature in the house.
Oh, okay. No, I thought you were talking about the temperature. No,
I'm like 75.
No, I'm dead. I'm in it passed out butt naked. Like, why is Morris on the couch?
Well, my sister's like that. She like, oh no, I cut my heat all the way up. I want to be walking around and I call them pum pum shorts.
Oh no, I don't want
to. And everything. She keeps her heat up. I'm like, girl, no, nope. Everybody, you got to be fully clothed. When the little ones weren't there, it was fully clothed with a sweater on.
I don't want that much clothes on though.
And my son, because he always cold, he had to have long johns on under his clothes before we would cut the heat up for somebody complaining that they're cold. No. Like, he couldn't complain unless he had long johns, clothes, like pajamas or whatever, and then he could say it's cold. And then the rest of us, we had to be fully clothed with the sweater, and then we could say it's cold. Yeah. My daughter, she never abide to the rule because she always wore shorts, and I'm like, yeah, until you put the pants on, nobody hearing you. Like,
yeah, like my son here complain, like, it's cold in here, and I look at him, he got on boxes. Okay, put some clothes on.
And then you can talk. Yeah.
Now that I would do. Like, I'm not listening. I don't listen to my son because he just be like, I'm cold, but he won't have no clothes on.
Yeah, nah.
And I'm
like, I ain't got time for that shit.
Like, and you getting too old and big to be walking around with boxes on anyway. Where's your pajama pants? Like, I'm tired of seeing that.
Well, yeah, I guess I was about to say, but it's only him. But no,
it's no other kids. There's no kids or nothing in the house. But still, I don't want to see it. Like,
I told my daughter the same thing. I'm like, listen, you cannot walk around in your underwear. It's just inappropriate. You don't see me doing it. You can't do it. And then, well, you know, we got the thing in our house with the air drying. That you gotta try it. It's so, because she came home from college one day and she was just laying around in the bed naked, and I'm like, what's up? You getting it? She was like, no, I just wanted to air dry. I haven't been able to air dry in so long because I'm at college and my roommate and everything. I put on a robe to air dry, but apparently she just likes to air dry naked and just lay the towel on the bed and just air dry.
It did feel good when after I had my surgery and I took a shower and I was losing my breath. So I had to rush out the shower, I guess because of the steam or whatever.
Yeah, definitely.
So I couldn't catch my breath. I felt like I was about to pass out. So I rinsed off real quick. I jumped out the shower. I grabbed the towel. I didn't run. I swiftly walked to my bedroom, laid the towel down, and just laid there. It did feel good.
See, I told you. You used to diss me about the air drying.
It did feel good, but I was like, I can't do this all the time because I don't like it hot when I get out the shower. So I would be freezing. I don't like it hot when I get out the shower.
But you don't do it all the time.
Turn the fan on because if the heat's on in the wintertime, I gotta turn the fan on when I get out the shower. My husband likes it warm when he gets. I don't want to. If I just wash, I can't sweat. I can't.
Oh no, I don't want it hot when I'm sweating. But...
Yeah, but if I'm moving and all that, big girl, I start to sweat. Then I just got out the shower. No, turn that fan on. Turn that heat down. I turn the heat down before I get in the shower. I like a hot shower, but then when I get out that shower, I want to be cool because I just got out of a hot shower.
Yeah, but the air drying,
I'll get sick.
No, you won't.
Because I have to lay under the fan.
Yeah, just let the fan on because your house not going to be but so cold, and you just lay there and wait till you finish drying. And do nothing and just lay around until you finish. And then when you finish, and you... I usually put the robe.
Maybe I do that all the time when I go to school.
I just be laying around.
Yeah, I'm walk by my room. I'm in my room getting dressed. The door be open. And he'll walk. Just so happen to be walking in his room as I'm walking past my door. He's like, ugh. You're like, why would you do that? Don't be walking past my door.
Stupid.
He be so disgusted.
My son, he said that to me today. Why you got your door closed? I'm like, because I'm getting dressed. He like, yeah, but why you close the door? I'm like, it's called privacy. You ever fucking heard of it? We don't have none of that in my house anymore. Since I swear, it's my husband. It must be a Becker thing. That's their last name. It must be their thing because he goes to the bathroom and he opens the door and he talks to everybody and he lets the kids in and I go in the bathroom. I'm like locking the door. Stay the fuck out. This is my time. He'll come in while I'm in the shower. I wanted to ask. No, you didn't want to ask me shit until I'm finished. They have no sense of privacy. Everything is just like everybody there. And then I was in the bathroom. Him and these pads and tampons thing. Oh my God. He's like, you need those for your butt? You need them? I'm like, I need privacy. I don't want nobody asking me about my butt, about the, and Zoe, oh my God. But my daughter, she come up, and if you go to the bathroom, she come up, she looks in the toilet to see if you pee or poop. She be like, poop, no.
You do it to me.
She like, poop, and then she shake her head, no. And she like, pee. Like, you like, can I? What the fuck?
You do it to her? You do it to, you look at my potty, see if I peed or poop, I'm gonna do it to you. How about that?
And these kids are driving me bonkers. But I wanted to talk about something that my friend, Remy Isha, laughed over and over and over again at me about. My husband came home last week with a complete bald head, shaved all the way, not low, bald. So I asked him, like, what happened? Like, did the barber mess up and you had to, this was the only way to save it? And he like, no, well, you know, my birthday coming up, I'm gonna be 41. I'm like, yeah, but you're not losing your hair. And it's not, what do they call it? Receding. It's not receding or anything. Why would you do that to yourself? And he like, this and this and that. I was like, yeah, stay the fuck away from me and don't even look at me because you look stupid. Like, how could you go get this fucking haircut and not ask me? Like,
because I'm a grown man. It's my hair. I pay for the haircut, and this is what I want.
So my whole thing was, I tried to explain to my friend who just kept laughing over and over and over and over again. So I had to just hang up because she was not understanding. How could you change your appearance without your spouse's approval?
It's just hair. It's not I don't look at it as a total change of appearance because it's just hair. Number one. First of all, it's just hair. Second of all, it grows back. And how fast did his hair grow back?
Yeah, it's already back. It's mostly, that's what my son said to him today. Because my daughter came home and like, why did you do that to yourself? Like, what happened? And then my son saw me like, what, the barber chipped you up? What happened? Everybody.
What makes it so funny? Because I could just picture I'm just walking in the house with just a bald head. And you're like, what the heck?
Yeah, it's not.
I don't know. I just find it hilarious.
I didn't, because I'm like, yo, you didn't even ask me. First of all, like, how you know I'm attracted to a bald head man?
It's gonna roll back.
Okay.
Not like he went and got a nose job. That's something that's gonna be permanent.
I was really fucking angry by
now
it.
That I can understand your question. What you're trying to say is, how do you change your appearance without talking with your spouse or significant other or whatever? But it's not permanent. It's temporary.
I don't know. I thought that he should at least said, like, babe, what do you think?
So now, would you go to your husband and say, oh, I want to go get highlights in my hair?
And he'll be like, what is a highlight?
Yeah, but would you go to him before you go get highlights and say, I want to get highlights?
If I wanted to dye, now when I dyed my hair a different color, I did tell him.
You told him, or did you ask him?
No, I told him. But
it's
the same thing. I wanted him to come to me and say, babe, I think I'm going to get a bald head. I'm turning 41. I want to get a bald head. Then I could have said, fuck no. Do not do that. I will not like it. And you're going to be lonely until that hair grows back. Then he could have did whatever.
So now when you told him you was getting streaks, you said, oh, babe, I'm getting blonde streaks.
No, I said, I'm going to dye my hair like a blonde color, like, what's her name? Like our daughter. And he was like, oh, yeah, that probably would look nice.
But what if he didn't say that? Be honest. If he would have said, nah, that only look right on Shani, it's not gonna look right on you.
I was like, you think so? And if he was like, but if he just say it like that, I don't think it's enough. But if he say, oh, I really don't like girls with blonde hair, then that would take that into, that would be different. Because like now he's like, oh, well, you should dye it back black. And I'm like, I don't think I would look right with jet black hair. I need like a brown hair, not a jet black, because my skin's so dark. And just have it jet black.
I'm rolling my eyes, people. Anywho.
And I just don't think that I would look right with it. But yeah, I would really consider that. And I told him, I said, what if I came in with a little Kim face? How the fuck would you feel? And he
but that's permanent.
Yeah, but he's saying it wouldn't matter.
Oh, he a lie.
He like, you the same person. If that's what you need to do.
Akbar, you a lie. You listen to this. Akbar, you a lie. If she was to come in there with that face, you altered your whole face. That's not who I fell in love with. That's not who I dated.
That's how I feel.
It was hair. No, that's not how you feel. It was hair. But you come in there with a Michael Jackson nose, Angelina Jolie lips, some big high cheekbones.
Looking like a cat.
I'm like, yeah. I don't recognize you. I'm out of here.
It's me.
You go find somebody.
Wait, what if I start doing that little Kim did? You know me now?
No. So, no. Something permanent, I think that needs to be discussed. If it's altering your looks. Now, something temporary, it's your body. You want to deal with that? Go ahead. Like, you want to see how it looks, maybe. But what if it would have looked right? And he won't know if it looks right or not until you got to do it before you know.
I guess that's true.
It's temporary.
I guess that's true, but then it's certain changes that I feel like they need to be discussed. When he shaved his facial hair, I'm like, why the fuck would you do that? You look like Chester the Molester now. You should have discussed that with me. I don't want to fucking be with Chester the Molester. Like, I think that certain things, they need to be discussed.
I don't know. If my husband wanted to come up in there with a bald head, then hey, he paid for his own haircuts. It's his head. Do you, boo? You ain't gotta ask me. You ain't gotta discuss it. Because guess what? If I want to decide to cut my hair short, say I want me a Caesar, I should be able to come in my house with a Caesar.
And that's what I said to him. I'm like, what if I shave my whole head bald? He like, if you shave your head bald, it's going to grow back. He like, you wouldn't look right like that. But would you be attracted to me? And I guess with men it's different because he like, listen, from the face down. I
gotta kiss you.
Okay. But I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I think it's that to me. Like, that's a big deal to me.
But I think at a certain point, at this point in your life, after y'all been married for umpteen years, been together for umpteen years, it's like I'm more than just my look. My look is more than what you fell in love with at this point. So, okay, I alter a temporary look of mine. You still going to be attracted to me because you attracted to more than just my appearance at this point.
But some part of it is an appearance thing, right?
Some, if we're going out and we said we're going to hit the town, I don't want you coming out with me and you got on sweats and a ripped up t-shirt.
And a bald ass head.
No. You put yourself together, you put your makeup on, you put your lipstick on, you brush them peas down, you good. As long as you're neat and clean, honestly, for me, I wouldn't care.
I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. So what if, because my husband is dark and he bleached his skin and turned like Michael Jackson complexion.
That's more permanent.
Oh, okay. It got to be a permanent change.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
So a temporary change is not going to affect how I feel. I'm not going to be mad at you. I'm not going to yell at you. I probably just give my honest opinion. Yeah, babe, that don't look right on you. Okay, now I know. When it grow back, I won't do it again.
So I was ODing because I was mad.
Yeah.
I was angry.
You was big mad. You were big mad. His hair, like, it grows back.
Oh my God, yeah.
Especially you saying he's not balding, his hair not receding. His hair's definitely growing back.
That's the whole point. I didn't understand why he did it. I'm like, yo, you got good hair. Your hair is, everything is there. Why would you do this? And he like, wait, I think I just need to put some oil on it. No, fucker, you need to grow some hair.
He probably just wanted to change. He wanted to see how it would look, and then he wouldn't know how it would look because it would have looked nice. And he like, oh, that looks nice on you.
I don't think so. But I told him, I said, because we were talking about it, and he kept saying this and that. And I said, you need to discuss these things. So I said, well, for example, I said, what if I was raped by a bald-headed man before in my life? And the minute you came through the door, I was like, ah! It started running.
So dramatic.
I said, or I'm like, now, what would you say? He was like, I would have had to go get a wig or something.
Good answer, Aqua. Good answer.
But I'm like, see, you don't know those effects that would have on a person without discussing it.
But he was going to remedy it.
Remedy.
Yeah,
Siri, just help us out.
So, what do it matter?
Yeah, but I think it needs to be this.
So it wasn't like he was going to be insensitive about it, just like, F your feelings. I'm rocking my bald head. No, he was going to say, oh, babe, I ain't know it was going to make you feel that way. He's even to make himself look more stupid than what you think by getting a toupee. Like, so...
But he could avoid that because, like, say if he'd be like, yo, and I never knew. And he went out with a girl who had blonde hair and she was a bitch and she did him dirty, broke his heart, and it make him feel every time he sees somebody with blonde hair, it reminds him of it. And I come in with blonde hair and he's reminded of that. Like,
and guess what you could have done? You could have rinsed it that same day.
But I could have avoided it by saying, listen, babe, I'm about to dye my hair blonde. And then he would have told me the story. Communication is the key. But I guess I was kind of ODing over the haircut because the shit is, like, he got hair already now. There wasn't even a whole... But the whole week I was like, yo, fuck you and your bald head. You look stupid.
Wow, he just wanted a new look.
Let's get to I was talking to Ramisha before we came in. I was watching Married to Medicine, and Quad went and bought I'm saying bought air quotes. Hopefully one day we'll film air quotes. Bought this Mercedes, the slap box with these big ghetto rims, a big ghetto grill, red brakes, all of this stuff. I'm like, first of all, you ain't buy it, cause the price tag was $175, which she had the man announce. First of all, you ain't buy this shit.
And why is the man announcing it? Who announced it?
The guy she was picking it up from.
But why did he need to announce the price?
Hello, again. Why?
The car ready? Come pick it up.
Why I said this shit ain't real. Then when you looked at the car, you like, even a rapper wouldn't be driving this type of, what do they call it, like gaudy type look of car.
Oh, really?
It was like, yeah, those big rims and all of that. It was like all of
sitting up high, you know.
Well,
like
it's
a monster truck?
No, not that high. It's the slap box, the Benz trucks.
The box.
Yeah, and it was like a chrome silver and all. It was like a lot.
Oh, okay.
But what is her name? Toya said to her like, "Oh, does Dr. G know that you bought this truck?" And she like, "Well, no." And she like, "What do you mean?" And she like, "Well, it's my money and I'm spending." And she like, "Yeah, but don't you think you needed to discuss that with him? Like, when you make that type of purchase or anything?" And she was like, "You discuss everything with your husband?" She's like, "Yeah, because it's our money. I tell him what it's being spent on, even if it's just my money that I earn."
Yeah.
So
you may have earned it, but it's still your money.
I was saying like,
because he earned majority. That's number one. First of all.
But I was saying, do you make purchases without discussing it with your spouse, and to what level?
Not a large purchase. If it's purchase such as me going to buy a couple of outfits, why would I discuss that? It's my money. I want to buy a little bit of clothes. I can do that. As long as at the end of the day, I'm not asking you to cover my portion of these bills. I should be able to spend my extra money, if I have it, on little purchases. Now, if I want to go out and pay cash or even finance a car when my car note going to be like $1,000, that's a problem. That's something we need to discuss.
So now let's say that if out of that you can pay $1,000 car note without affecting the money for your bills? Are you still allowed? I mean, do you still feel like I don't need to discuss it?
No, I still think I need to discuss that because that's a large sum of my money. Because now it may be looking like, okay, what are you? Because it could be, why are you just spending that money like that? When we could be either saving it to try to move ahead on something else. Maybe we could move, and you could save this money. This could be going towards savings, but you spending $1,000 just on a car. We could be going towards our savings, and here I am busting my butt, and I'm the one that's putting most of the money into our savings account. And you're not only putting, say you're only putting $100 a month into the savings account, and I'm putting $800 a month into the savings account.
But isn't the savings, the amount that we choose to put in the savings, isn't that straight up to us? Like, that's your decision. You could put 100 to 500. You could put whatever you want. That's your...
Yeah, but I'm going without or not buying something because I want to have more savings. And then here you are like, oh, F our savings. At the end of the day, when we do decide to use our savings, it was me that sacrificed.
So, see...
And not you.
But then wouldn't that get into the whole tit for tat type of deal? Because if it's... The thing is this, if we don't have a set amount that we're supposed to put into savings every month, right? And say like, after we pay our bills are $2,000, we split them $1,000 a piece. We pay all our bills. After that, our money is our discretionary money to do as we please. Now, we both choose to save some portion of it. You may choose to put 500, I may choose to put 100. But there's no set agreement that, listen, you must put a minimum of this or you must do. Then what difference does it make what's in there and when we have to use it, how much you put if there's no, it's our money?
No, it's not. It wouldn't be a difference on how much you put in there at the end of the day. But if I'm looking at you and I'm just saying, yo, you living lavish, like you buying these expensive cars, you doing this, and here I am, because I know we have a goal. We may not have set an amount on what we should put in the savings, but we have a goal that we want to get to. We have a goal, let's say we want at least $50,000 in the savings account by a certain date. Now, I'm sacrificing by not buying things so I could put more so we could reach that goal quicker. And here you are, you're not. You just like, hell, we'll get there. And you just put $100. Yeah, we didn't set an amount, but we still had a goal.
Yeah, it's not that I don't care about it.
No, evidently you don't.
No, I do. I just need this car. What kind of car? Can I get like what a Range Rover? How much? Like $1,000 will get you like
probably a Range.
Okay, I need this. Let's say $1,200. I need this Range Rover, and it costs $1,200 a month. And I mean, I got the amount after I pay my bills. Yeah. So I do care about our goals, but my Range costs $1,200. What the fuck do you want me to do?
But babe, you could get something else. And we could. So is it really worth it? Like, as soon as you drive that car off, it's going to depreciate.
Yeah, but I feel so good.
It's really not worth it. Like, we could.
And you know what? I love the Dodge.
Dream house.
Nope, I love the Dodge the Carjackers and Newark with the rain.
No,
it's like a game for me. I love this. So,
then we're not on the same level.
We're on the same level.
No, we're not on the same level because we're not looking at the same goals. And you're not taking this the same way I am. So maybe you're not the one for me.
Fuck! You want a divorce because I want to drive in the Range?
Yes. Yes, you're not the one for me. And this is not going where I thought it would go. Like, we don't have the same goals in mind.
Damn.
You want to live this high on a lifestyle, and that's fine. And you can do that. It's your money, like you said. You can do that. So go ahead
yourself.
And do that. Yeah, by yourself. Go ahead. Oh my God. No, something like that. I think a big purchase needs to be talked over with your spouse. That's ridiculous. Because maybe they could come in and say, well, babe, maybe you shouldn't do that because we could do this with the money. And maybe you could get this instead. And they may have some advice or ideas. And you like,
I just think that to me, it's a communication and respecting. And I tell my husband, which we keep having the same argument and battle over. I think that mostly all the purchases should be discussed, and I do it. Like how you say you going shopping for clothes. I tell my husband, like, listen, I need some clothes. I'm going to be buying some clothes. Not so much as for approval or anything. Mm-hmm. It's just like, it's a respect thing, and I would expect the same from him. He does not feel the same way. He does whatever he wants. He sneaks the bag in. He's like the woman with that, in that regard, like how women say like they had to sneak a pair of shoes in, because all his shoes, they never come in boxes. And I'm like, I see you with new shoes all the time, but I don't see any boxes. Like, so I came to the conclusion that he leaves them in the car or he throws them away, so I won't know that they're new. But I'm not stupid. I mean, whatever. And I'm like, I don't know. I feel like that's just something that we should discuss, because number one, it is a way to know, like, how is the money being spent in the house? And then, for example, it may be something that we need. Maybe the water heater is on its last leg. And yeah, we haven't replaced it because we feel like we don't have the extra money. But now we do have the extra money because you're buying boots in, or I want to go shopping and get clothes, and we can sit down and say, okay, look, the water heater's on its last leg. Do you really need the clothes? Do you really need the shoes? Can we go without it so we can replace the water heater? Something like that. It's always about communication.
But for me, I think that goes in line with your savings. Because if I'm not going to go out and buy clothes and all this, if I know I don't even have savings just in case something happens. Mm-hmm. So if I know if something comes up, emergency, a water heater breaks or whatever, I know I have my half to pay for it, even me going shopping. Now, if I didn't, then yeah, that'd be something that's cause like, I ain't got no savings, but I don't really want to spend this money because something may come up. But let me go to my husband like, yo, you think I could go buy a couple of That way, I'm letting you know if something comes up, I may not have my half because I want to go buy these clothes.
Oh, I don't say no, not that. I'm not putting you on notice. I just feel like
I put you on notice on that.
I feel like it should be a discussion all the time. If we go to buy, I just feel like it should be open communication, and it should always be the discussion about the major purchase. Now, major definitely. At one point, I didn't agree because, at one point, I told my husband, like, what difference does it make? You don't pay for this shit. I do. It's none of your business. And then he said, like, that made me feel a type of way. Like, you just do whatever. You don't even discuss it with me. And I told him, I said, because you don't pay for my stuff, for my car insurance, for my bill, you don't pay. Yeah. And then if you don't have your portion of the bills, I fucking pay. So what difference does it make? I'm not sitting here talking to you about this shit if it doesn't make a difference. And then I said, you know what? Maybe it did come across a little disrespectful, or he felt like, you're not bringing me to the table to discuss. So I'm like, all right, now we could, I'll talk to you about it or whatever. I don't know, but it doesn't, let me just tell you, it doesn't go the other way. My husband will buy 15 phones, 50. I even get mad about the little purchases on Amazon because I'm like, okay, you may make a $10 purchase today. The Prime is always popping. And we even had to have that discussion because for some reason we're on a monthly plan as opposed to the year. And I said, oh, I didn't know we on a monthly one. What do you want to do? And he like, no, we need to be on a yearly one. So you get 50, I get 50, so we could pay this. Mm-hmm. And, that's how we discussed it. And I'm like, we got to, but even something that small, like, I want to discuss and talk and be open.
I don't think I'll be able to do that in my relationship, because it's like, if I want to go and buy myself something, buy my son something, buy myself something, I should be able to without just discussing it. Just to say, oh, babe, I'm going to If you ask me, like, where you at? Oh, I'm at the mall. Oh, what you doing? I'm buying me some, just shopping, doing a little shopping. Oh, okay. And that's it. Like, if you ask me, I would never lie. But I'm not just going to come to you when I decide, oh, I'm going to the mall, I'm going shopping to spend some money. So,
yeah, because I might say, you know what? The prince, I got a report from his teacher, or I caught him doing something, and I didn't want to say anything, but I told him, like, listen, you on warning, you on punishment. He should not be getting something new right now. And I mean, he may have tried to keep it under wraps, like, look, I'm not going to tell your mother because your mother OD and go crazy, but you on warning, yo. And don't ask for shit or nothing, and just keep it there. And then you like, hey Prince, wanna go to the mall? He like, sure, mom. And y'all just bag, and he throwing it in the bag, and he shopping. He come home with the bags. Then your husband will be like, all right, now I told him no, and but no, he didn't tell you. Yeah, he didn't tell you, and he's like, I wish you would have discussed this with me because I would have told you.
Okay,
I was trying to keep it.
I just brought it. Receipts in the bags. I can take it back.
Come on, Prince, back in the car.
I can take it back at that point.
I feel that way. Like my husband, I told you, every day he was buying my son, man, new toys. And I tell him, like, I'm not trying to be your mother and tell you what you can do, but I'm just saying, like, you don't see everything. You're buying him new toys because that's what you want to do. But what if every day after he was picked up from school, we couldn't get him a new toy? Mm-hmm. He's going to be used to this behavior, and then when it stops, it's going to be a shock. Also, where the fuck are we putting all of these toys? And it came down to the part. We were to the point we went Christmas shopping. We like, I don't know what the fuck we could buy him. And that's what I'm, so like, it may seem something small. And he like, oh, this thing only costs $30, $40 or whatever. It seems something small, but there's other things that go into it. Yeah, no, and we need to communicate. Like my
husband, the only thing he really buys, he buys himself t-shirts, hats.
Does he wear long johns?
Yeah.
What is it with men in the t-shirt, long johns, drawers, and socks?
Yeah.
My husband buys those on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I got drawers before my freaking...
Yes. He has to wear long johns every day. He wear long johns. And it's like, yo, you gonna keep wearing these long johns? When you put the long john, he put a white beater on, long john, then a t-shirt. Like,
I don't know what it is with men with them.
Tuck it in, and then put a shirt on. And when he walk around with it just tucked in, my son gets on him. Like, yo, why your stuff all tucked in like that?
I don't know what it is with men. My husband, that's the one thing. Let me tell you, I may own maybe 2 or 3 pairs of socks. I don't wear socks. But he has like a drawer full of socks. He has the ankle ones. He has the mid ankle. He has the winter socks. He has this.
No, my husband don't know where all his socks at. He just buy them and wear them, and then they everywhere. So he try to match them up when he wash them, and it's like that's why he have so many, because he
just keep buying them. Yeah, my kids, they steal them. But I'm like, oh my God. And then I don't know. But communication is one of the important things. And then another thing that happened in the episode, she blocked her husband. Like, she was saying, basically, Quad position is like yours. Like, if her and her husband was getting into it, and she was like, listen, I'm just ignoring him. I'd rather not talk to him because I don't want to argue. And she like, and she said, if he calls back, then it's a block. And he had said it before, like, you blocked me.
You blocked me.
Yeah, and why are you blocking me? And so Toya was like, listen, I'd rather argue. It's better to argue and communicate than to ignore. And you know, that's always been my position. And last night my husband and I got into a fight, which is why we got clothes in our kitchen, the bathrooms, everything. Yeah, whatever. Because I'm tired of motherfuckers. I'm washing all the clothes, the towels, the sheets, the everything. And motherfuckers just be sitting around washing their own clothes. And I'm like, yeah, we gonna have enough of this shit. But they still on the floor. So whatever. But he will ignore. And I'm like, that... I don't like that, because it's like it's nothing there. It's no way to work this out if you're going to just ignore me. We need to I'd rather us yell, argue, scream, whatever, and talk and acknowledge each other than you just sit there like...
No, when I ignore...
No, and you're ignoring fake, because I tried to do that, and you didn't tell me that it wasn't complete ignoring. You told me it was partial ignoring.
It's like rules to it.
Yeah, and I didn't know the rules, so I tried to ignore my husband for like 2 or 3 days, and me like never talk to him, never acknowledge him.
No, my husband, he doesn't like to communicate, and I do think that's a big part. And he doesn't like to communicate. He would say something and then leave it alone, or like say like a 1-word thing, and then like I'm dumb and I can't read between the lines on what you're trying to say. So, but by you not saying it all, of course I'm gonna come to my own assumption on what you're trying to say. Mm-hmm. So he'll do that, and then when I go to him to talk about it. Like, yo, what did you mean by that? He don't say nothing. So okay, I come to my own conclusion on what I think you meant, and then I say, try to talk to him, not argue. Try to talk to him about it. They like nothing, and then he shuts down. You shutting down on me, I'm shutting down on you. Okay, you don't want to speak to me, so I don't speak to you. Hey, you don't want to speak to me, I won't speak to you. But I would never, it may be different than Quadrino. We have a child together. We have a household together. So I would never ignore any of your calls. I don't care if I'm not speaking to you, because it could be anything. It could be something dealing with our son, something dealing with the house, something dealing with your own parents. So I would never go that far in my marriage and ignore my husband's phone calls. Like, I may not, if we're in the house together and you're trying to say something to me and I just don't like, I just keep watching TV and just give you one word answers or something like that. But I'm not totally ignoring you when I'm not around you or whatever. If I'm not around you and you calling me, it could be an emergency. Even if you're calling me to argue. If I don't feel like arguing, I'm going to answer that phone. If I hear that you just want to argue, okay, bye. And that's it.
Yeah, I think that,
so I think that's to ignore her husband phone's call, that's wrong. Like, she just wrong for that one.
Yeah, I think that you know, I don't know. It's just I don't know. The communication is just the key.
It is.
The phone and everything, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Motherfuckers be annoying, but yeah.
No, because you have blocked.
Oh, please. I have, and I remember one time I blocked and something actually happened, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to block him anymore. But when I block him, it's like when I'm done and I'm like ready, I'm like a Pisces. Well, I'm not like a Pisces. I am a Pisces. We either up or we down. When I'm done and I'm like, all right, you know, this over. I'm about to divorce. I block. Like, we don't need to talk anymore. See you in court. And that's what his thing is like, why you always got to go to that extreme? Like,
my husband's like that. He goes to that extreme. We arguing over something petty. You know, our argument's never nothing big. Over something petty. I just get out. I just do. Dog, we arguing because I close the refrigerator.
Yeah, you must not want me. That's how I am.
And he's not a Pisces. It's a freaking Leo.
They must beat us. Because that's how I am. I'm like, oh, all right. Now, since we have the littler kids, it's kind of harder to do it. Because, you know, I want him to be in communication if he wants something from the kids. When the other group of kids, it's like they got cell phones, call them. Leave me the fuck alone. But I need to send because I'm too weak, and I always say, like, this man, if I was Superwoman or Superman, he's like my kryptonite. He can break me down, and he'll get to me. So if I don't block him, and I want to be done with him, or I want to send a message like, what you did is unacceptable. I'm not going to tolerate this or whatever. I have to block him. If not, I'll take every call. I'll keep talking to him. I'll keep being accessible, and he's never going to get the message. People are not going to change their behavior if there's no consequence to it. Sure. If he does something... I remember before he used to come and he would get me and buy me Dairy Queen or take me to Dairy Queen, and it would get me every time. And I'm like, we never deal with the problem. We never resolve anything.
He just greedy and he just wanted to dump Dairy Queen. That shouldn't have to get you because you could go out and buy your own darn Dairy Queen.
I'm lazy. You always forget the second part of me being greedy. I'm lazy as fuck. So he'll be like. He'll come and he'll show up and like, oh, I put you some Dairy Queen, or I wanted to see if you wanted to go to Dairy Queen, and I'll be like, all right. And then I eat the Dairy Queen, and then we start talking, but we never deal with the problem. And then it keeps happening and happening and happening. And it's like, okay, stop being fat. Forget about the Dairy Queen. We gotta, because if not, you're going to keep having the same issues over and over and over. And I know, like, if he calls me, I don't have the power, and that's where you came in with this ignore thing that was, whatever. She gave me some bad advice. But I don't have the power to ignore him. So if he calls me and I see him, I'm going to take his call.
Yeah, I do that.
And then it leads back to us back in good graces, back talking, back then everything, but not resolving the problem.
Okay. Because I was going to say, that means you really don't want to be over him. Because
if
I'm
you over
somebody, you over them.
But the
It
thing
don't
is,
matter what you say, how you say it, how many times you say it. If I'm done, I'm done.
but the thing is that I'm in love with him, and if I'm in love with somebody, and you're really, really in love with the person, and you love them, and you have that energy and everything, of course, it's always going to be there.
Yeah.
But there needs to be a level of respect and a level of things that you tolerate and don't. If somebody is doing something to me and I don't like it, or it's a problem, and I try to address it with them, and they're like, oh, well, I don't see it as being a problem. That's your problem. That's your problem. And you never want to address it. Then no matter how much I love you, how much I'm in love with you, I can't keep dealing with this problem. I have to do something to change this. And before one time I filed divorce, I was like, listen, either we get counseling or I'm out. I'm not going to do this because every time we have a problem, we separate, then you buy me ice cream or some other food. Or coffee, or one time it was a pocketbook and Dairy Queen, and then we get back together, and then his thing is stop bringing up the past. Let's not bring up the past, and then we're good, and then it come back again, and then we have to keep doing it, and it's like it's insane because we're going to keep having the same problems, and unless I do something about it, it's going to keep happening. And I was like, you know what? That's it. I'm done. Now, he's like, listen, I want to work it. I'll do whatever. Let's go to counseling, this and this and that. One time we went to counseling, and his whole thing was like, we're going to counseling, but we can only talk about this. If you try to talk about that, I'm leaving. I'm not talking about. And I'm like, and at first I agreed to it because I'm like, how long could that really work? And we went, and then, true to his word, when it was talked about anything he didn't want to discuss, I'm done. I'm leaving. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to stay with you because you're not really doing counseling. You're just here. Like, you just want me to stay along. And I'm like, no. And then I would say the last time we went to counseling, it was really good because, first of all, it was a third party. We felt comfortable with her. But at that point, I think it was clear. Like, I'm really done with you. I'm going to leave. I could love you. I could always be in love with you. I probably, at one point, we were separated and we were like sneaking around to be together. But I'm like, I can't be mad. I can't be in a relationship with you. You're not a good husband if we're going to have these problems. You could be good at sex. You could be a good friend. But you're not a good husband. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to be married to somebody like that. You could be a good jump off. Hey, that's great. But I mean, really, and I had to put my foot down like, yo, I'm not going to do it. And now we have the same thing. My husband is Mr. fucking perfect. Everything he does is perfect. He never does anything. Last night, we were getting into it at night. Whatever. But let me tell you, I ain't a friend of roaches. And them motherfuckers got me paranoid as fuck. But I put my dog food, his bowl, in a Ziploc bag every night and seal it. And I pour all of his water out the bowl. Every night I do this. And then in the morning, definitely when I'm around, I unziplock his food, put it out, and I give him water. So yesterday, I do it every night without fail. So I did it the night before, but yesterday I left out. I had to go to work early. I left out. I came back home. I left my house like 8 o'clock in the morning. I came back home last night at midnight. And my dog food is still in the Ziploc and the bowl is dry.
So the dog ain't eat all day?
All day. And I'm like, and he's like, yes, he did. I gave him food and water. How? When it's still in the same Ziploc. This is my thing. Nobody in my house ever does it. Nobody does it but me. So you mean to tell me out of the whole week, months, everything, I do it every night. And you mean to tell me that you opened it up, gave him food and water in the morning, and then ziplocked it and poured everything back out? You really think I believe that? You didn't. And you didn't give him food. But he's like, you're not going to tell me I didn't do it. The fuck I ain't. The fuck I'm not. Like, and that's the problem is like, he doesn't. Those type of things, like, you want to act like you're perfect, and then it was the clothes, like, they're wet I washed all the clothes, but somebody took them out the dryer and left them on the bed, but they were, like, damp. And I'm like, they need to go back in the dryer. And you're like, okay. But then you go back in the dryer all day. That's the only thing I didn't do. I'm like, okay, well, then you wash the towels. Nah, that and that's the only thing I didn't do. But then you didn't feed the... Oh, and that, but it's the only... It's like, no, motherfucker, no. You're not doing shit. Yeah, like, yo, we gotta accept facts. And that pisses me off. Because then it's like, well, no, it's your problem. And no, we're not going to keep doing this where you're Mr. fucking Perfect and everything is on me. No, absolutely not. Like, you, and that's why I tell him, I'm like, you could have easily taken responsibility and said, you know what? I'm fucked up. And then he want to son to sleep with her. I'm like, nah,
they're not going to do that. My husband is, his thing is, worries me. Everybody's coming down on him. Me, his father, everybody does everything.
He the victim.
This victim. Everybody does something bad to you. To you. It's always to you. You do nothing. You so perfect. You do nothing to nobody else. Oh, you don't do this. Oh, you always telling me, do this, do this. I don't do this. I don't do this. Was that done? No. Was that done? No. Did you do that? Yes. Did you do that? Yes. Then you don't do nothing. But when I say it, it's a problem. But you're not doing it. And you like, oh, you always saying I'm doing something. I don't do nothing right around here. I'm not saying you don't do nothing right around here, but the things I say you didn't do, you actually didn't do. Or the things you did, you actually did. Like, I had just cleaned the living room. And we keep some pins right next to the cable box. Just so you can easily grab it. Keep some pins right there next to the cable box. So he comes in the living room, he grabbed the pin, he used it, he put it back on top of the TV stand. So I seen it. So you already know my facial expressions, and so I can't control it sometimes. So I thought, and I made a facial say. He looked at me. I can't do that. So he took the pin and threw it across the
That escalated quickly.
I said, what the heck? What was that for? He was like, because you gonna make that face like, oh, I just cleaned this living room and I ain't put the pin back. If you said all that, you know it. Exactly.
So were you trying to wait to see if
Exactly. So for you to say exactly what my facial expression said, you knew you were wrong by taking a pin from the place it was at, using it, and just throwing it anywhere on top of the thing.
He just wanted your attention because ain't no way that I was like that.
And he really got me and threw the pin down the hall. Like, you always saying I don't do nothing. And threw the pin. I'm like, yo, I couldn't do but laugh. I thought the stuff was hilarious. Like, yo, where that come from? Like, because I just said, and that's all I said. It may have been something on my face, but it may have. But I ain't apologized for that.
No, because you're wrong. Why you just say fucking put it back in the box? Yeah, nah, these niggas is crazy. But that's the thing. I don't like that. But I think it needs to be some form of communication. And it can't be that I'm just going to ignore you and let you yell. And that's my husband's favorite thing. You argue. I don't argue. I'm like, yeah, but you do the shit that start the argument, and then you could just say you don't argue. Like, get the fuck out of here, yo. You're not Mr. Perfect. But that is a problem. It needs to be communication. And if both parties not open to the communication, like I tell them, like, all right, we need to end this because I'm not going to be in this relationship and I'm going to keep doing the same thing. Or basically, I got to turn a blind eye to everything you do in order for us to get along. So, I don't know if I would, like, block off the communication altogether. But if it's not coming from, let's resolve these issues, we're not going to be talking about dinner and we just had all of these problems and you're not going to address them. Absolutely not. Because then that leads it to happening again. And happening again.
That was our problem. Well, that still is our problem. Because I think I did it for so long and it just keep going on.
Yeah, you got to, if you don't break the cycle.
So long, it's just like, okay, we'll argue about something. We'll stop speaking. Then we do something in the bed. And then it's over.
You have sex. I was about to say.
Then it's like, then it's back to where we started from. We back speaking, and then a month later, maybe
it's going to happen again. You're not resolving the problem.
And keep happening. And then, like I said, our relationship, no, it's far from perfect. But I do think we have a good relationship because what we argue over is always, you always know, it's always the same thing. It's always the same argument.
Yeah, but so that's why
it's like, yo,
it's the community,
and it just wearing me thin, more thin and thin and thin.
But you can't get to that. You gotta I always say the counseling. You definitely gotta have somebody there, because everybody's gonna stand their ground and say I'm right. Mm-hmm. I'm not like that to a certain extent, because I do try to see the other side. But my husband is like that. He wants to win, and you can't really resolve issues with somebody who just wants to win. Mm-hmm. You have to be open to him, and he's like, I want to win. I want to prove you wrong. That's my goal. So you got to have a neutral third party. If the other, you just have to. And we're going to have the conversation again, or I'm going to start hitting the gym and get ready for husband number 2. Because I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood. But, alright, so, yeah, let's move on from that, because we turning into the Nagging Wives Club.
But we right.
I wanted to talk about a couple of more things. I haven't been seeing anything really shaking up in the internet. Combat Jack, as you know, died. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
And I was like,
condolences to his family.
That was like just so, and I was just saying, like, we were talking about it last week on a podcast, because they were talking about it, and you were like, did they send, like, is he in hospice or something? And yeah, apparently he was, to just, and that was like really, I don't know, really sad. Oh shit. And then the other thing I had to talk about was trying to surprise your older kids for Christmas, because we were just talking about this.
It's hard, because because normally it's always with my son, he tell me what he want. And then you just get it. So this year I was like, he had a really good year. He's been, I'm really proud of him. So I'm like, I do want to surprise him with something. So we go to the mall yesterday together. And as soon as we get to the mall, I go to the Apple store and I send him off so he could go buy his gifts or whatever. So he finished shopping. I'm still in this darn Apple store. He comes in there. And my stuff wasn't ready yet, so I'm waiting for the guy. So I had to give him money, tell him to go across the hall to buy his little god sister something. So he goes through that. So I'm telling the guy, can you hurry up? My son is coming. The gift is for him. He was like, okay. So and it really was nice. He was working with me. He was like, okay, I'm trying. So he's trying to scan it. Stuff had finally came. So he's trying to scan it in or whatever. So he's doing all that. So then before my son walks in, I'm looking, so I was like, he coming. So he throw the stuff in the bag or whatever. So then my son comes, so he about to hand me my bag, so my son go peek it in the bag. The worker closes the bag, and he was flamboyant. He was like, that's for your mother. And just closed the bag on my son. I was like, yes,
But is it like, because now it gets harder and harder, and I really feel bad, because I think that me being busy, which thank God I'm booked and busy, but me being busy didn't allow for me the time to like actually hit the streets and do it and everything. And I wanted to have certain surprises for her, and like, yeah, I was telling you the Rihanna shoes, and it was like I couldn't find them anywhere. I was willing to travel hours. I didn't care. I was like, I gotta do this, and I could not find them online, because I'm like, I don't know where to go. I don't want to just drive somewhere for an hour or two and get down there and they like, yeah, we don't even have them. So, and my daughter kept sending the pictures of the slippers, and I'm like, come on, don't forget, like saying, anybody want to buy them? And I'm like, she FaceTimed me because she had 3 hours to kill before her shift started, whatever.
Why was she there so early?
I don't know. I was like, I don't know. So she's like, I'm like, listen, where do you keep finding these Rihanna shoes at? And she like, oh, it's this small store at the mall where I work at. That I never even heard of the store, because I checked Journeys. Yeah. I checked that store they have in the mall was like SHI. Okay. Oh, I checked everything trying to find these shoes. And I never heard of the store. She like, yeah, it's like a small store out in this mall or whatever. And they have them. So I'm like, listen, can you just get the shoes? Because I don't think I'm going to have the time to get them or whatever. And now looking back yesterday when I said it, I'm like, damn, I should have just
went there and got them.
I should have just told her, okay, and then like tried to go either today or tomorrow to go get them. And I'm like, and then I could have surprised her.
Do you have anything to surprise her with?
Well, I'm getting her other things, but that one. So then she got them, and she like, okay, so can I like put them, take them out, and wear them, and put them on? I was like, well, you know, Santa really likes to bring the gifts to the.
Really? You hit her with that? Okay.
I still do Santa at my house.
Okay.
We don't put any gifts out. We put up a tree, which this is another problem. We bought a live tree. You gotta water the fucking tree. And apparently,
brown?
No, it's not brown yet, but the leaves on the bottom all came down the branches. And I tell my husband, I'm like, you understand this is a live tree. You have to keep putting water in the bottom of the thing. Like, I can't be the only one doing everything around here. Like, why do you think the fucking tree is going down? The star on the top done bent over now. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, do you not?
It's wilting.
And it's just like, it's so hard. Let me tell you, I do not envy people who, well, I guess sometimes I would, because people who like to be in control and like that type of thing, because I guess that would be easier because you would always be delegate and telling people what to do. I don't want that shit. Like, I ain't got the time to be looking around and telling everybody what to do. Them motherfuckers don't want to do it. Then you got to go back and do. I ain't got the time. I expect everybody to just use common sense. But, so every year we put up a tree and nothing goes under the tree until Christmas Eve when everybody goes to sleep. And then I put all of the gifts under.
Wake up. That's how it used to be.
And Santa, and I put from Santa. Everything comes from Santa.
Yeah, that's how it was when my son was small. When you get older, like, you ain't doing that no more.
Yeah, I do. I still do it. And that's what my daughter said. She's like, Mom, you still with the Santa? I do it every year. And she like, can you just tell me what? Nope, nothing is there.
But
nothing.
It's crazy. I did that with my son, like when he was smaller. And then as he started getting older, what you want? He'd tell me what he want. I would still wrap him and stuff because me growing up, my father used to take us shopping. Toys, clothes, everything. We pick out what we want. He would buy it. We there with him, buying his stuff. He would still at night wrap this stuff up and put it under the tree.
So you can have something to open up.
After we literally brought the stuff, but he would still wrap it up and put it under the tree.
See, I never had, now looking back, because I used to do this because this is the way it was done at my house, that we would have nothing under the tree until Christmas Eve. And I continued to do it. And so then my mother we would have nothing under the tree because we ain't had no damn gifts yet. We would have to work and hustle and try to get the money up for Christmas, and then it would literally be like the night before when we get the money to buy all of this stuff. And that's why we didn't. I never knew it, and I always loved that it was like a surprise because it becomes like. And I see some people do it and they love to show you every day how many things they have. And it's like, it's really not a surprise to the kids because it's there. They go pick it out.
They don't know what it is. Some kids don't know what it is. Some people, when they buy gifts and you see it under the tree and the tree getting bigger and bigger, the gifts getting more and more and more, they buying it as they come across it. They will wrap it and put it under the tree. So the kids still don't know what it is. Cause it's wrapped up.
I guess, but I always do. So I tell them every year. I say, okay, you know, Santa Claus gotta come, so y'all gotta go to bed at some point. We I don't know if that's against the law now, but we used to give them eggnog with a little Bacardi. Give it to the kids.
What you mean? Backup? You don't know if it's against the law now to give your child Bacardi?
Well, eggnog.
Okay, eggnog don't have to have Bacardi in it. That's a spiked eggnog.
Well, when we were young, that's how it was done. I mean,
so y'all just getting drunk young.
So you would do this, and then they would.
That came from Grandpa.
Yes, absolutely. And you would tell them like, okay, you know, then you make the cookies, you have everything, and you're like, okay, you gotta go to sleep. If you don't go to sleep, Santa can't come. And most days, if I was a smart woman or planned better, I would have the gifts already wrapped and would be just putting them out. But no, I'd be out, me and my husband, like fucking elves in a sweatshop, wrapping up gifts all night. So we can have them up. I mean, I'll stay up to like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning doing this shit.
We used to do that with my son.
And then packing the stockings and getting everything ready, and then making sure their pajamas are at the end of the bed, so when they wake up, they could just put the pajamas on.
I make sure he have new pajamas. You say pajamas before.
Wait, you say it.
Pajamas.
And what I say? Pajamas. Hold on. We gonna let Siri decide this shit.
I will.
Because Newark is not better than Jersey
so he'll
City.
Take the shower the night before and go to sleep with him. That way, when you wake up in the morning, you already got your new pajamas on.
What if he pee on himself?
If that grown man pee on himself, because I still do it. Like I just brought him some. I'm waiting for them to come for him and his father. I just bought them some when I don't even have
Let's
none.
see.
I should have
What
bought
she
myself some.
Hello, lady. Oh, we gotta take this off. Okay, let's see. She not saying it.
And she waiting to see how Siri pronounces Pajamas.
Cancel. No here.
Who is that? Siri?
I got the dictionary app. Pajamas.
Thank you. Thank you.
Pajamas.
That's
pajamas. What I say? Pajamas.
You say pajamas.
Yeah, pajamas.
Because it say JAL. So you say pajamas.
No, because I'm ghetto. But pajamas. So pajamas. But yeah, we buy them new pajamas so they can have like nice pictures. They'll look nice in the pictures, and you put it at the end of their bed, so when they wake up they put on the new pajamas, they put on everything, and it's like a whole process that I stay up late as fuck doing, and then they wake up and everything's safe. And that's what my daughter, when I got her the laptop for Christmas and everything, she's like, Mom, you can stop putting from Santa. I know you bought this stuff. It's all. And I'm like, I don't buy anything. I mean, Santa, he gets the list. I may pick it up for him if he needs me.
And don't you know that's all my son wanted this year?
Was a laptop?
I'm like, I can't afford it. And I was in this when I was in the store,
hold on.
My brother nephew was actually working, so I was like, yo,
what's the discount on the?
He like friends and family is like 15%, but then he told me something else. But friends and family, I tell you that off the air.
Oh my god.
Friends and family is like 15%. I'm like, yeah, I still a bit much.
Well, is it the 15% off the school discount?
Oh, it probably would be. I don't know.
So now you getting like $200 to $300 off.
Then I gotta buy Apple Care.
That's $100.
That's more than $100. Yeah, when I was looking, it was like $250.
No, because I bought Apple Care.
Yeah, depends on the product. Because just for the phone that I just brought was $129.
The Apple Care?
Yes.
Damn, it must have went up because I got Apple Care.
It was $250 for the computer.
So maybe, because I was about to say, I bought the Apple Care. What I did is that they do give a discount if you're a student or whatever. Mm-hmm. When you bought whatever I saved, getting the discount, I then spent back getting the Apple Care. So it was like, it was a wash, but you need the Apple Care and you need the what's the name. But you gotta get it for him. He is going to college. Like, don't make me start collecting Apple gift cards to get them. But
like,
it's only like, what is it, $1,300?
You said that's only?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It's not a lot.
That's a lot when you don't have $1,300.
You, first of all, let me tell you.
I don't have $1,300.
You have $1,300.
I gotta discuss this with my husband.
He already want the damn laptop.
No, when I said that, he was like, well, he get a discount. How much would it be for two?
Exactly.
And then I told him, he was like, yeah, nah, I don't think my dad gonna pay for that. Nah. Exactly. Because they cost too much.
But it's worth, I keep telling you, it's worth it. When he goes, you're going to have to get him one anyway. So you might as well. When he graduates, you got to buy him a MacBook.
I don't have to buy him a MacBook.
Yes, you do. He cannot be out on campus with no. Where you gonna get an old window laptop? Nah, he gotta have him a MacBook.
Why y'all think that? Like, so nobody compares to Mac?
Not in my opinion, no.
Okay. Like you said, your opinion.
No. I told you because I had like 4 laptops when I was in school, and not until I got the Mac, and I still got that old Mac, but that one, it's just like too full with stuff, and I guess you gotta like kind of delete everything. I don't know what happened with it, but it's really old. Definitely old as shit.
So why you didn't trade it in when you got that one?
I don't know.
To get money off.
But they don't give you like much. It's probably not much because mine is old.
Hey, they gotta give you something because I told you when my husband turned in his phone, he had the 5, and he turned it in just for an SE. But they gave him $75 just for the phone.
But there's a market for old phones.
Oh.
Is there really a market for old laptops?
I would have tried it.
They do the refurbished. Now they do refurbish.
They probably would have gave you like $200 for that.
I don't know, but I still have it, and I used it the other day because now the new ones, they don't come with CD-ROMs.
Yeah.
At all.
No computers now.
Yeah.
So laptops are coming like that because I think everything is like built in or something.
Yeah, so nobody does. Well, the thing is that they believe everybody has moved away from CD-ROMs, and now it's the flash drive or the downloads or whatever. But there are actually things on CDs that you still need. So for those, I use the old one because it has a CD-ROM. But
because I guess you could buy like
an external one.
You could buy external hard drive.
No, external. You could get an external CD-ROM now.
Oh, really?
Because my daughter, she was saying that one of her professors was complaining because at her school they gave all of the professors MacBooks to use, and she's like, I freaking hate this because it doesn't have the CD-ROM, so now I got to carry this thing around just to use the CD. But I mean, and now they even getting away from USB ports and all of this other stuff.
What was you supposed to use?
It's another thing that Apple has. I didn't buy it because I knew I was still old school. But they're saying that everything is moving away and it's going to be those little tiny ports. So they actually sell the laptop already with them, and you have to buy an adapter to use the regular USB. And they're like, listen, in 2 years or 3 years, whatever, USB is going to be obsolete. So they're like they're already doing them now. But I was like, nah, I still use too much USB. I'm old. I don't have time to be 50 pieces. But yeah, they're moving away from that too. So like the new ones, they have them, but I bought the other one because I still need a USB. But yeah, you gotta get him a MacBook.
We might be at the Microsoft store. See what they say.
I can't. You gonna get him a MacBook for the prince. We gonna start the campaign. But yeah. All right, you had anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, that sums up our week.
Yeah, pretty much, right?
There's nothing going on in
I know, it's kind of quiet. Are you gonna make a Christmas dinner?
Yeah, we having Christmas dinner Sunday, because everybody got to work on Tuesday. So it's like we'll do it.
Well, everybody doesn't have to work, but everybody's choosing to work on Tuesday.
Business is open. Work is open. You scheduled to work on Tuesday. So we're all going to work on Tuesday. So we figured let's do it Sunday so we won't be all tired from being together and playing, because we play games and doing all that. So we're going to do it all Sunday. And guess we just get our gifts early.
That's cool. I told you I want to make a prime rib roast, so I was watching the video again today. And apparently you got to leave it sitting out.
Please don't do it that way. Please just cook it.
It's going to be cooked.
Please show me a picture.
They say you got to leave it out on the counter to bring it to room temp for 6 hours.
Why do I want to eat my meat at room temperature?
No, you got to bring it to room temp before you cook it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm like, why do I want to eat my meat at room temperature?
No, I want my shit hot. You know I like my food hot. And my aunt, she was getting on me on Thanksgiving.
So I'm like, leave it uncovered?
Yeah. Well, I guess you could cover it. Because you could put some. I'm going to cover mine.
Yeah, people walking by.
I'm covering mine. I'm not leaving it completely out. Because even like when I put my steaks, when I cook steak, I season them and then I leave them for a minute.
Oh, okay.
But I put a piece of foil over them and just leave them there. Yeah. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but I just felt weird. Like, it's just going to be out.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I'm going to put something over this motherfucker. So I'm going to make the prime rib roast and see how it come out.
You having people over or is your show?
No. We need to find somebody's house to go to on Christmas Day. Probably go see my mother. I don't know. But these kids, I know they're going to be playing with these toys all day. Oh, my gosh. They're going to have a ball.
Yeah, I ain't even buy my goddaughter nothing yet. But, because more than likely I'm not going to see her on Christmas. So I figure I could do it on Thursday when I'm off. I'll go get her
I'll get you then. But listen.
Get her stuff on Thursday.
I'm so behind. I'm about to say, you see my client gifts, they sitting on the table out there. I'm just like behind. So I got to get it together. And I'm trying. I was out in Kmart last night. Yo, Kmart is Walmart on the low. I'm telling you, yo, they got all of this shit just like Walmart. But it's not like...
They've been around for so long. You never been to Kmart before?
Yeah, but you know what? I totally just forgot about Kmart.
Oh.
I don't know why. And the only reason why... Yesterday, I was looking for this toy for my daughter, and Toys R Us was sold out. It was one Toys R Us in East Brunswick, and I was going to go down there. So, I'm like, maybe I could find it at Target. Target sold out. I looked at Walmart, sold out. And I'm asking people, like, another place that sells toys. So, I just Googled the toy, and Sears popped up. I'm like, Sears sells toys? Yeah. So, when I went in, but Sears owns Kmart.
Oh.
So they were putting all the stores where I could get it, and it was Kmart. And I'm like, oh my God, this is literally right by my house. Like, why didn't I think of this shit? And I told you, I was mad because they had like a stack of them. You know how you have so many things on the shelf that you just have to start laying them on a side and shit somewhere else? It was like that many of these things. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? I was going to drive all the way to East Brunswick, and this shit is just laying here. Like, I was like...
Was it cheaper?
Yeah, it was. Actually, too. I was like, I should buy like 2, but I ain't had no reason to buy 2. I'm like, what I'm going to do with the other one? But I was just so upset. But yeah, it's like Walmart on the low. They got everything. They got vacuum cleaners. They got pillows. They got everything. But anyway. All right, so I guess we... Well, before we finish, I was watching this YouTube. Academics, right? Mm-hmm. On the show. So, apparently he's been getting a lot of backlash about doing the show, and now Joe Budden isn't there. Mm-hmm. And these guys, I didn't know where they were from. DeZeus and Marco or whatever. Have you ever seen the show on Viceland?
I was watching at my cousin's house in Virginia. They wear like one wear Timberlands, and then they show stuff. Is that them? And they show like, and they talk about like, say, it was one where a Russian christening and something like that, and then they'll talk about it and get their feedback. Is it that one?
I think it's something like, I never
seen it when I was at their house. They was watching it. It was like they watch it all the time.
I never even seen it. One time they had Issa Rae. She was doing an interview with these guys, and I'm like, who the fuck are these guys that they got Issa Rae?
Because I think one wear Timberlands or something.
Yeah. And I'm like, who are these guys? So I didn't even know they had a real show. I thought it was like a YouTube show, but apparently it's a real show. And they were like going at academics, so he made a video, and this shit is so hilarious because they like going on him, cracking on academics, and he makes these videos. I forgot what program the kids call it, but then he has like the you ever see them playing PlayStation, and they had a headset with the microphone, and he's like in like a little square, and he's just sitting in a chair, and he's talking and making these videos, and he does it all the time. But he was making one about them, and he's like, I never said shit to y'all. Fuck y'all. They was like, oh, you heard that? You heard?
I think they're from the Bronx or Brooklyn or something.
Oh my God!
I know they was talking about something like a chopped cheese sandwich or something. He pulled one out his coat or something, and I'm like, "Who are these guys?" Because it's like we watch them all the time. Like,
It's funny you say chopped cheese sandwich. You watch Top Chef?
No.
Oh, the girl was just talking about that. She was like, "Look, I live in Harlem now, and at the
It's
bodega,
a New York thing.
yeah, she
said
said they sell this thing called chopped cheese sandwich." And she like, it's like they cook a burger with the cheese, but then they
chop it up.
They cook the burger with the bun or whatever, chop it up, and then put cheese all over it or some weird shit.
It was something. I think they use like theirs is like a breakfast, so they use like a sausage or something. Like it's a sausage, egg, and cheese, like chopped up, like a
yeah.
And then put cheese
like
on top. Cheesy. And I'm like, what the heck is that?
It's so weird that you said that because she just said that, and I'm like, what the fuck?
It's a New York thing.
Bodega?
It's a New York thing because then I just saw this Instagram video of this little kid like, it's my first day of school. Don't ask to borrow no. And he had the New York accent, so I was like, yeah, he's this little kid from New York. He was like, don't ask to use my pen. Don't ask to use nothing. If I got a chopped cheese sandwich, don't ask for a bite. I'm like, yo, he's from New York. I'm like, that's a New York thing.
Oh my god, yeah, we gotta get more into these chopped cheese sandwiches. But yeah, so that shit was so funny though. But I really don't watch this show. I'm gonna start watching them to see. Alright, so let's get into who we here for, who we not here for. I'm gonna be here for some coffee in a minute. There ain't nothing in this cup. The Ramisha thinking hour. Every week, like she don't know we're gonna do this. Let me go then. I'm here for. Well, I'm not here for, and I'm here for the same person.
Okay.
Joe Budden.
Bipolar. Go ahead.
So I'm here for him for taking a stand and leaving the show and everything like that. Because he left Complex. He's saying like, listen, they didn't want to pay us. I was listening to his podcast because I find him entertaining as fuck, even though I don't like light-skinned dudes. Mm-hmm. He's really entertaining. That some of the things he was saying, I didn't agree. They didn't treat him like a celebrity at the building. They wouldn't let him smoke in the bathroom. They wouldn't do certain things. And he back in the days, the record companies knew, they make a way for their celebrities to do things. And I'm like, well, the laws and stuff are different now about smoking, mm-hmm. where before smoking was an optional type of deal. Now that shit is outlawed, everywhere. So, and he's like, you know what? I like that he put the truth, I'm going to do quotes, the truth out there. He's like, listen, they saying oh, okay, we're going to give you some paternity time or whatever. He's like, oh no, I don't need any paternity time. I'm going to come back. And he was like, that's when they said yeah, so unless you're going to take this, we don't need to see you back then.
Oh, wow. And
that's how it went. And for him to stand up and say yeah, I'm not on paternity leave. I'm not anything. This is what it is. Then he started going into how it was working up there and everything like this. I'm not here for him and Academics also, because Charlamagne told Academics, why would you sign up with somebody when you had the numbers yourself? You're moving yourself. Why would you be under contract and sign up to work for somebody and give up what you have for somebody when you should have, if anything, you should have been oh, we could partner and split the profits, mm-hmm. but I'm moving out in these streets.
So him and Joe could have just still did it on their own.
Well, he's under contract. Academics did. He's back under contract.
Yeah, but I'm saying he didn't have to sign the contract.
That's the whole thing.
Joe could have continued to do this on your own.
But Joe did the same, and that's why I'm not
going independent.
That's why I'm not here for Joe, because you've been around these streets, you knew the business, you knew what was up, yet you signed a contract to do this. Why? And now you want to complain about how they were fucking you, and you've been getting on other artists and everything, how they getting fucked in their contract, but you were getting fucked too. So how you gonna do that? But you. Come on, bro. When we gonna stop this slavery shit? I mean, we got the Ball family. We got, what is the dad name? He ugly as fuck. All of these kids are weird looking, too.
They are. Except the one that was caught in China. I think he's the best looking one.
Yeah,
the other ones are weird looking. Like they it's like their features are big. It's something funny. Like they're not a good mixed breed. Yeah, like they're not a good mixed breed. It's like
Did you call them mixed breed like dogs?
Well, yeah, like mixed. Yeah. Okay. They're not dogs, but
okay.
You know what I'm
saying. But we have this guy, and he's out here like, listen, Nike's trying to give us pennies for these shoes that they're making millions on. Fuck that. We do our own shit. And he's out here saying this, and everybody's looking at this man like he's fucking crazy.
You see, you want to make a junior NBA?
Yeah, I saw that. But hey, listen, why not try? I mean,
exactly.
Go out
you
there.
Could try it. They probably said the same thing about the WNBA. Somebody tried.
Well, listen,
and they did
hold
it,
on.
But
no, let's back up. That WNBA, that shit is a fail all day. You ever been to one of those games?
No, I won't. It looks boring.
It is. But
they still there. So.
Well, I always have this theory is that they make the NBA subsidize the WNBA.
Oh.
I really do believe that they do that. Like, listen, we need some equality. We need to show like we're supporting them. Y'all fuckers over here making billions. LeBron, you give us a little bit of yours. Give us a little. Nah, but I think that they take a percentage of what the NBA make and it's put out to kind of help that.
You saw when Diddy put out he want to buy the Panthers?
Yeah.
I think I'm here for Diddy for that.
I'm supporting him. Oh, I wish they would start.
I'm here for him.
Honestly, I think that
I'm here for that. I can see. I want that. And then what you call it jumped on board. Kaepernick said, "Oh, I want it." But people like, no, Kaepernick, we just gonna use you. You'll be the quarterback.
Well, that's what somebody said that they're gonna put him on the team. But then, who was Steph Curry said,
Steph Curry said, I want it.
I want them to do that. That's what I want them to do. I want them to get together with people who have that guaranteed fucking money. I want them to put it up in the NFL face and say, now what are you going to say?
Exactly.
Because it's a whole vetting process, all of this. They want to make sure you got this. You want to make sure. Now,
they all got it.
We got
so
the money.
Did you see the guy that made the comment like what do? He can't do that. Look at him, he looked high in that video, making that video.
Well, Nipsey Hussle wanted to fight him.
So I'm
and then the
Nipsey
guy
with that one too.
Hold on, but the guy was like, okay, where do you want to fight? We could do this for charity. I'm like, he with the shits too.
Like, he was like, we could do this for charity. Like, we could meet up. He was like, let's put this money back in the community. Let's fight this for charity, get the money back to the community.
Yo.
He's like, no, if somebody see him on the streets, take a picture of his location and we'll handle this the street. Well, okay, Nipsey.
Nah, Nipsey. You can't be dodging that fade like that. Now, when this man, I always love that shit because when you have somebody that look like they gangster, they bout that life and all of that, and they offer that fade to somebody who look like they ain't about that life, and they like, I take you up on that offer. You like, hold on now. Like, when we gonna see this match now? Because he's like, I'm with it. Like, come on. But I'm so here for it because that's the only way we get ahead. We cannot keep sitting by and like letting people do things and waiting for them to offer us the opportunity. We need to be up there snatching them. They're gonna go. I'm sure Diddy has been out of the streets for at least 20-30 years now. So what is it that you can possibly say? I'm gonna tell you about that. What is it that you could say? And then Steph Curry is the most cleanest cut basketball player ever. I mean, I am here to support it because I was like, yo, if they start a GoFundMe, I'm literally gonna put some money in that But then I was like, these fuckers are rich. Like, you can't. You need to ask your friend. Like, ask somebody, borrow a couple of bills, whatever. Because I wonder what's the buy-in.
I don't know. But I think if you take 4 people at the level of Diddy, y'all got it. Easy.
Well, that's the thing. You can't really say that because the NFL teams are higher than an NBA team. Like, people can you could buy it. Not us, but other people.
Okay.
I'm about to say, you could probably buy an NBA or buy into whatever, but the NFL is really, really, really expensive, and then I'm sure they go through your finances to make sure that you actually have that money on hand. Like, not that you could sell everything you own and have it. No. We want that cash. We want to make sure you could keep your business up, your team up, and everything. But I'm here for it. I don't know about you. I'm here for it.
Oh yeah, I'm here for it. That's what I just said. I'm here. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for that.
I don't know how Diddy would be as an owner because we saw him making a band. Like, you can't be having NFL players walking to get cheesecakes. So I'm joking. But I really want to see a minority step in and own the team. Or if they to support each other so that someone can own the team.
I think they should definitely get together
and do that. I'm definitely here for that. But yeah, I'm not here. I'm here for Joe Budden, and I'm not here. Y'all gotta stop this slavery shit. It's 2017. Y'all should be owning this shit. You know, nobody should be. As far as at them and at that level, you shouldn't have been getting a call saying like, if you're not gonna accept this contract, then we'll see you later. You can't come back to work. What do you mean I come to work? This is my shit. Y'all gotta stop this. You gotta stop this. Like, you gotta relax. We're never gonna get anywhere if we're gonna keep working for everybody. Yeah. And that's what I'm here and not here for. So, I guess you say who you're here for. And
I'm not here for, I'll let y'all slide this week. Who I am not here for.
Oh, she got the Christmas fever. Yeah.
I'm not here for Christmas. So, no.
Girl, I don't know why I'm not in the Christmas spirit.
Everybody I see is posting that, though. They don't feel Christmassy. It's not in the Christmas spirit this year. It's like I'm seeing a lot of those type of posts.
And I don't even feel like it was at one point, and I told you, like, Christmas had become so much about what are you getting, buying, shopping, this and that. And it was less about the baking, cookies, spending time, this and that. But even this year, I just don't know what it is. It's like, are we so busy that we're not?
And I ain't even busy. And it's like,
all right, Tedina. You been holding that couch there?
I'm not even busy. It's just like, I don't know. It came quick. And it's like, I don't feel like doing nothing. I don't know.
I know. And then it seems like, I don't know, when it seems like back in the day or a while ago, it was like when Christmas would come, it would be a spirit around everything, like the decorations, everything. And then even when you were working, it would be like, okay, we're going to have parties. We're going to do this. We're going to close down early on this day for the holiday. Now it's like Christmas today, you come to work the day before, you come to work the day after.
Exactly.
It's like, I could never remember it being like that when I was younger, that it wasn't like a day or something. And it's just the way things are. I think that as we become more global, because I was looking at the Starbucks, and the Starbucks, they have reduced hours for Christmas. And I was like, well,
reduced hours?
Hold on. The crackhead in me was like, why the fuck they need to close that early? Everybody celebrates Christmas. But then the other side of me was like, well, damn. They don't have people going to be working through Christmas. Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, that was the crackhead side of me. Like, why the fuck they need to close? I'm sure there are other people who don't celebrate Christmas. But we are getting, like, there's religion or who just don't celebrate. So why should the stores and everything? Yeah, like, have them work.
They don't celebrate, so they don't mind working.
But then you got to always be careful with that, because if the more and more those type of things become acceptable, the more and more it squeezes its way into like, well, now nothing's gonna close. Who was the shop owner? What store was that? Who said that they were gonna stop doing the thing on Thanksgiving and Black Friday because they like, listen, it has become, first it was like Black Friday and the stores were open at 5-6 o'clock in the morning. He said then it started going over to the middle of the night, so then the stores were open at midnight. Now it's at the point where Thanksgiving Day at 5 o'clock, these stores are opening and we're asking our employees to work. Like, they need to have time to spend with their families. Exactly. And they're like, we are not opening our store on Thanksgiving Day. We will see you Friday. Exactly. And I'm like, but if this guy doesn't take that stand, if this one shopkeeper said, you know what, this is the trend, we're going to be losing out on that money that these other people may be getting. So y'all need to either come to work and make this money, or...
And guess what? The same thing I'm selling on Thanksgiving, I'll be selling at 6 a.m. on Friday.
Yeah, but
so
I mean...
either if you want it or you don't.
So that's why I say, like, you got to be really careful, because if you let that little inch in, and like It's been moving. And now it's probably going to get to the point where 12 o'clock noon on Thanksgiving, the stores are going to open up and it's going to be like,
I'm going to need a turkey sandwich.
Yeah,
right?
and it's going to be like, and so.
But then you're going to have your people taking a stand. Like, oh, I can't work. I'm not working.
But, I know you worked retail, but not retail where you had to work retail. The thing is that they offer you double, triple time on certain holidays and the amount of hours. Because again, if you have not a full time, you're not guaranteed 40 hours. Because even full time in retail and other jobs, so it's not a guarantee you get paid for 40 hours. Mm-hmm. It's 30 whatever, and it's kind of so you need every single hour you can get to make money. And they say, listen, we're going to offer you 10 hours on Thanksgiving, double pay. It's kind of hard to turn it down when this is how you live. Because I remember when I was young and I had my kids and I was working at a store. And I remember one time I had to catch the train back from Philly so that I could work on Black Friday. Because it was like they were going to give us triple time or whatever it was. And it was going to be for as many hours as you wanted to work. So it's like I could basically make the money I'm going to make all week in this one day. And it was like, can you really pass that up when you need this money? When this is what you do to support yourself. And it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to take that stand, you know. Mm-hmm. Okay. And so I like that that's what the guy did. He like, I'm going to take that choice away from them. For that simple reason that I know there are people that need this job and I'm going to give you the holiday. You will be paid holiday. Okay. You will be paid your regular, like for a full day. You're just not going to get double, triple, this and that, but you will be paid and we're going to close. We need more people to take the stand. We got to support each other as human. Well, that brings me to the, did you see the Will Smith movie? Bright is on Netflix.
No.
It's good. You should watch it.
I'll watch it.
It's about the humans and the, I don't want to say. I said aliens last night on TV Addict and the co-host was like, are they really aliens? Are they from outer space? Are they from... And it was like...
What are they?
Fucking aliens. But, because aliens don't have to mean outer space. It's foreign. Like,
foreign. They're aliens.
But it's all...
So you say illegal alien.
I know. But, yeah, I was like, so whatever, but it was really good. I was watching in the middle of the night. So we're gonna get up out of here because now it's almost 2:00. I'm not going to the mall.
But I still got things to do. I gotta get all my gift bags because I'm not wrapping nothing.
You don't wrap anything?
No, give me a gift bag. Throw it in a bag. I don't have time. I don't now. No.
And now let me tell you, I don't even know how to wrap. No. But the gifts, unless it's a bag type of gift. It gets wrapped for Christmas. Bag it up. Santa elves are not lazy.
Bag it up.
Chicks from North, they just be remembering bag it up, so that's all they know how to do. But that's between you and I. All right, so we're going to get out of here. New episodes available. I know this one came out on Friday. We're going to probably have this one out definitely on Thursday. iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and YouTube. We're available. We're on Twitter at JMO About. Don't go to Levon to you. Ain't shit popping off on there. Shit dry. We're on Instagram, which we have to work on at grown_and_opinionated. I don't know. Tedina be on the couch, but she can't just get our Instagram pop, and I don't know. And thank you everybody for supporting us. I think next week we probably won't record because it's in town. Yeah, and I was about to say it's like a holiday. Happy holidays to everybody who's been supporting us.
Next year.
I know we'll have a 1 year anniversary.
Y'all will hear us next year.
No, I need to talk to Tedina/Rem Misha about that
next year.
That we're gonna have a live episode.
You will hear us next year.
Y'all gonna see us.
Here,
and you can see my dark cocoa skin.
Here.
See.
Here.
See. Episode. Alright, Grown and Opinionated episode. I think we said 41 or 40. Did we 40?
You said 40.
Did I say 40? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna stick to.
Episode 40. You'll hear us next year. Out.
See ya.